In previous videos I had said that I was going to go ahead and use this flamethrower and heat gun, or as I call it, the hot glue gun layout against the D rank ladder. So I'm going to go ahead and keep my word. I'm going to go ahead and use it a little bit. But this head right here, the Yiv, the O4 Yiv, I forgot I had collected that when I did the mission Defend Air Bridge. So I could sell that off. But anyways, the reason that I originally had picked up this heat gun was because I didn't have any money at the time, and it's so cheap. It's 19,000 credits or something. But really, you don't necessarily want to use it. You can, and I will go use it a little bit, at least for one opponent, but you don't really want to use it because it doesn't have enough ammo. It's only got 40 shots, and then it's out. And it's only effective up close and in combination with the flamethrower, so it's kind of a limited use thing. But anyways, I had some credits from selling off that Yiv head, and went ahead and bought an option part. So this is the first D rank opponent. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Should be a piece of cake. You know, the usual. Go ahead and get in close. Keep your strafe going, you know, so that it can't really hit you. And just put the flame on them, and they should be toast within a few seconds of having that flame on them. And the heat gun just helps add to the heat. Yeah, no big deal. Now, I don't really like using this heat gun, like I said, because it only has 40 shots. So if I'm fighting somebody who's better at evading me, and the fight goes on for a while, I might run out of shots, and then I'm left with nothing but a flamethrower, and pretty much aren't going to win if you only have a flamethrower. I mean, you can, but it's just not smart. So I would like to go ahead and sell off this heat gun and go ahead and get the standard machine gun again. Got some mail talking about I got another part for becoming D rank, and also a warning from a Raven called the Fixer that says he's gonna meet me soon in the arena. So the part they gave me was this generator VE905. It's worse in energy output and max charge, the two things I care most about, because energy output and max charge, those are the ones you really want to be looking for. The only reason you'd look for weight would be if you had a weight problem. And calorific value is, you know, how much heat it produces. So if you're fighting somebody who uses a heat gun attack and a flamethrower attack like what I'm doing, then you might care about that. And red zone, you want it to be low, and the ROS generator has a very low red zone anyways. So got some more option parts. Look at this badge. It looks like that cactus from Final Fantasy. Remember that cactus in the Final Fantasy games? Anyways, go ahead and fight this dude. He's carrying a rifle, which isn't much, but he has his back mounted weapons are powerful, like plasma shot cannons. So plasma pulse cannon. So I don't want to get hit by that. So that's why I chose this stage. Against a big tank type guy, they tend to get stuck here. There's all the debris in the way and the rocks and pillars, and they get jammed up and stuck trying to move around. And I don't have that problem because I'm lightweight and I'm good at hopping around and stuff on the bipedal legs. So if you're fighting against a big tank or a hover platform or a spider type or something that isn't so good at jumping, this is a good stage to go fight on. The only reason you wouldn't want to fight on this stage is if you yourself are not very good at jumping over the little rocks and getting around. If you have a problem with you know, maneuverability, then yeah, you don't want to go there. Here's Fixer, the guy who sent the message saying, you know, watch out and everything. He's got a moonlight on his left arm. I don't have that unlocked yet. And his back weapons are missiles, different missile launchers. So he's pretty powerful, and he's got his little heat gun to kind of get me overheating. His paint job don't look bad either. It says that he's like super skilled pilot. I'm trying to think where to go. Should I, you know what I mean? I need space more, like, because his heat gun, I don't want him shooting me with that, so I don't want to be in tight area. I want to keep my distance. And out here at a distance, I can dodge his missiles because I'll be able to see them coming, or at least I'll be able to dodge a little bit better. If I get jammed up in a close place, those missiles, you know, you ain't dodging them at all. These here, I can kind of hop over them, maybe in between sometimes. Alright, but I gotta get close enough to do my own strategy, so let's just hope he doesn't, you know, pull out. He does have his heat gun right now, but he's not using it very well. he's kind of hopping around. He doesn't seem that tough to me. I mean, the worst thing that got me so far is when I was just lazy at dodging some of those missiles. Yeah, no problem. Thought he'd be harder since he was sending those messages. Now this guy, Chain Impact, I do remember him being hard. Those machine gun arms combined with a chain gun, I mean, he can do lots of damage. Lots of damage with those weapons. So I want to use some of the cash I've been getting to go ahead and buy some more option parts here, just to give myself a better chance, you know. I could either get the thing that says reduce lock-on time, or I can get the part that increases generator capacity. The generator capacity is more for like energy issues, and I'm not really having those, so I kind of want to get the lock-on thing. But he's not using like missile launchers, so I'm not having to worry about lock-on stuff so much. I'll just get the generator thing, because I don't know, if I'm boosting really hard trying to get away from him, I don't want to run out of juice. And it fills up all my slots nicely, so I don't know. Go ahead and see how we do. I'm thinking like the maybe the tight level, because he's got, like, you know, quad legs. He can't jump upwards as good as I can to get over these rocks and things, maybe. Alright, he's moving away pretty quick, but it's fine because I've got plenty of cover here. Ooh, his chain gun's pretty nasty. So, moving around. There we go, there we go. He's stuck in a corner for a second. There, he got out of it. He's already like halfway down on his health because of my flamethrower that one time. I'm just waiting. I'm just cooling down because I was starting to overheat, so I just wanted to cool down for a second back there behind that wall. I've got him now. He's almost gone. It's nice be able to use these rocks as cover. You know what I mean? Because the AI isn't smart like that. You know what I mean? I mean, really, the AI, I don't know, they seem hard when you're in big open areas because it's like, you know, they're fast and can move pretty well. But when you get them in places where it's easy for them to get jammed up and stuck on things, then you start to see that the AI is actually not that good at controlling, you know, the lay of the land. So a stage like this is actually very good to fight on, because as long as you have decent control and you keep your wits about you, like, you know, think about, you know, what's around you, you can use the cover to your advantage, and they're not going to really do that. They're more random, you know what I mean? They just want to hurt you. They don't actually think about like too much layout strategy, you know, and they kind of get stuck on stuff. And I'm using verticality a lot more. Notice they're just on the ground, so every time I feel like I'm being attacked, I kind of lift myself up, kind of hop over their attacks, and then position myself to land behind cover and things like that. So he's not even facing me, he's getting stuck on rocks, so I can just walk up on him and toast him. We can celebrate here. It's really easy on that stage so far. I don't think I'm going to have any problems on this stage unless I'm fighting against somebody who's got bazookas. And speaking of which, here's a guy with a bazooka. And he's got like a big laser cannon on his back. The reason I say that that would be a problem is because if I'm on a tight stage and for whatever reason he happens to fire while I'm kind of in a corner or against a rock and can't move very well at that moment, the bazooka blast is going to be really severe. You know, there's no getting away from it. You're just like pinned against a wall with a giant bazooka blast. So I don't want that to happen, you know what I mean? And once they hit you once, you get a little bit stunned, and they can pelt with another one right away, like, you know what I mean? Then you're just dead instant. So for a bazooka guy, I'm going to try to fight him out in the open so that I continually move and know that anytime he fires his bazooka off, I've got a decent chance of sidestepping it. And that works out pretty good. Also, people who are carrying around big heavy bazookas, you know, it's probably slowing them down, where they're not going to be able to move and aim as quickly as you can. So the big space, open space arenas are smart. I like the color he's got. It's not bad. Kind of like a BB-8 droid or something. He's got a howitzer on his left, which is actually pretty powerful. It's about as powerful as a blade arm. and but it's short range and kind of sluggish. Then what do you have, like a shotgun or something? So this guy's gonna be tough up close because a howitzer close range power and a shotgun close range power. Basically, if he starts pelting on you at close range, you're gonna die like within a few seconds. So, got a phone call. I'll take this real quick. Let's see, where was I? So anyways, I had to take a phone call. So, oh yeah, they gave me a FCS part in the mail, and it didn't have enough range. I like the fact that it was wide and shallow, but the range on it sucked. It was like 200 or 300 range, and this has got 400 range, and the nice big wide reticle, and pretty good other stats too, as far as like accuracy and or precision and speed. So the Anna, it's a 72,000 credit part. It's expensive, but in my experience so far with all the FCS that I have at the moment, I think it's the best one for me. It's at least for my play style and my weapon of choice, because you're gonna have a big reticle. 400 range is the same range that my weapon has, anyways, and see how big the reticle box is? It's bigger than it. This is giving me a lot more advantage than what I had with that other FCS. So I don't have to worry so much about keeping my lock. I can hold it a lot easier, keep them in the box a lot easier. And you know, just continuing with the same old strategy here. There's really no point in changing it. I don't need to change any parts now that I've got the good FCS. I could change the head to get the Sky Eye or the the Arrakis, which are radar heads that have like more armor points or things like that, biosensors and stuff.